The word divorce had lost its sting after the 20th time she said it. But that night, it finally broke something inside me. "Maybe we should get a divorce," Sarah snapped, slamming her wine glass on the counter. "You don't listen, you don't care, and honestly, I'm tired of pretending." The stem of the glass wobbled, caught the light, and steadied again, just like my patience had done so many times before. I'd been home from work for less than 10 minutes, still in my uniform, tie askew, dinner untouched on the table. "Forgetting to take out the trash doesn't warrant a divorce, Sarah," I said quietly, trying to keep my voice steady. She laughed, sharp, humorless. "It's never just the trash, Adam. It's everything. You never do enough. You never are enough." I'd heard that tone before, the kind that tried to make guilt sound like truth. But this time something in me didn't bend. Maybe I was too tired. Maybe I finally realized that love shouldn't feel like walking through a minefield. So I just said, "Okay." Her eyes flickered. "Okay. That's it." "Yeah," I said, untying my shoes slowly. "You want a divorce." "Fine. I'm done arguing." For a moment she looked almost afraid. Then her expression hardened. "You don't mean that." I didn't answer. I just turned, walked upstairs, and started packing a bag. The breaking point. For months, maybe years, our marriage had been unraveling in small, quiet ways. It wasn't one big explosion, just a slow suffocation. The morning coffees turned into silent routines. The evening talks faded into muttered good nights. And somewhere between our work schedules, missed dinners, and late-night scrolling on our phones, we stopped being us. Still I stayed. Because that's what love used to mean to me. Staying even when it hurt. But Sarah, she'd changed. She stopped asking about my day. She spent hours locked in her office, working late. She smiled at her phone more than she smiled at me. And when I tried to reach her, she pushed me away with words like knives. "You're too sensitive. You're paranoid. Stop making everything about you." I believed her for a long time. Believed that maybe I was the problem. That maybe love meant carrying the blame just to keep the peace. But peace doesn't come from silence. It comes from truth. And I was about to find mine. To the night I knew. 2 weeks after I left that night, Sarah called. "Adam, can we talk? Please." Her voice trembled, something I hadn't heard in a while. We met at our favorite cafe, the same one where we used to plan our future, back when everything felt possible. She looked tired, mascara smudged, fingers trembling around her cup. "I didn't mean what I said," she whispered. "I was angry. I miss you." I wanted to believe her. God, I did. But her eyes darted too often to her phone. Her smile didn't reach her eyes. "Who's been keeping you company while I've been gone?" I asked, half joking, half aching. Her expression froze. Second too long. A blink too careful. "No one," she said finally. "Don't be ridiculous." That was when I saw it, the reflection in her coffee cup, the name lighting up her phone. Daniel, her coworker. The one she'd mentioned in passing, with a laugh that lingered too long. The one she swore was just a friend. I said nothing. Just nodded and sipped my coffee as my heart caved in quietly. The truth in fragments. That night I went back to the house. My house. Still technically ours, but it felt foreign now. Her laptop sat on the kitchen counter, screen still open. I shouldn't have looked. I know that. But curiosity born of heartbreak is a dangerous thing. Emails. Dozens of them. At first they were harmless, work-related, professional. Then they changed. "You make the office bearable, Sarah. I think about that night more than I should. I wish you didn't have to pretend around him." And her replies. "No. He just doesn't get me anymore. I can't keep doing this, Daniel. But I can't leave until I'm sure." Until she's sure. I scrolled, hands trembling. Each message was a small betrayal, layered with excuses and longing that wasn't for me. They'd met at hotels, apparently, for work trips. She'd told him she was working late when she was lying beside him. Every divorce threat wasn't frustration. It was guilt talking, testing the waters, seeing if she could leave without being the bad guy. I didn't confront her that night. I didn't scream or cry. I just closed the laptop, took a deep breath, and realized the worst truth of all. Love had become a habit. And I'd been loving a ghost. For silence and storms. For the next few days I said nothing. She called, she texted, she even showed up at my friend Mark's apartment where I was staying. "Why are you doing this, Adam?" she cried one evening, standing at the door, mascara streaked from tears that might have been guilt or fear of losing control. "You wanted a divorce," I said quietly. "I'm just giving you what you asked for." She reached for my arm. "You're being cruel." I looked at her, really looked at her, and realized how strange it was that the woman I once would have fought the world for now felt like a stranger. "Cruel," said. "Cruel is lying to someone who would have given you everything." She went silent. Her lips parted, but no words came. She just turned and left. The sound of her heels clicking away felt final. 5. What was left behind? Weeks passed. Papers came. She didn't fight it. Mutual consent, clean and simple. Except it wasn't simple. Never is. At night, I'd lie awake replaying everything. The laughter we shared, the plans we made, the fights that led nowhere. I kept asking myself when exactly we stopped being in love. Was it when she met him? Or was it when I stopped trying? But the truth is, it doesn't happen all at once. Love dies in whispers. Missed calls, distracted glances, the soft erosion of attention. You don't notice it's gone until the silence feels heavier than the words ever did. I sold the house. Moved into a small apartment overlooking the city. Started jogging in the mornings again. Eating alone didn't sting as much anymore. And sometimes I'd catch myself smiling at nothing, just relieved that the chaos was over. 6. The final message. 3 months later she texted me. "Sorry. I made a mistake." I stared at the message for a long time. Part of me wanted to respond, to ask if she was still with him, if she ever truly loved me. But what was the point? Closure doesn't come from answers. It comes from acceptance. So I typed one word back. "Bae." Just like that night. The same word that ended everything and started my peace. 7. Epilogue. The quiet after the storm. People think heartbreak ends when the tears stop. Doesn't. It ends when you stop wishing for what broke you to come back. Sarah reached out a few more times. Calls I never answered, emails I deleted unread. I heard through mutual friends that things with Daniel didn't last. Maybe it was karma. Maybe it was just the universe restoring balance. Sometimes when the city lights blur through my window, I still think about her. Not with anger, but with the strange tenderness you feel for a wound that's long healed. Love didn't fail us. We failed it. And though she kept throwing divorce at me like a weapon in the end, it was me who gave her the word she couldn't control. Okay. The quietest goodbye I ever said. And somehow the most powerful one.